Hey, before I start the video today, I just want to remind everyone that September was Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and the Destiny community has really rallied together to make sure they put on gold shaders to honor and bring some light and recognition to preventing childhood cancer in the world. No money involved, just showing our support. It's free to do. Now let's move on to the video. Hey, what's up? Thanks for clicking on the video. My name's Gator, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Guarding Downcast, a Destiny 2 weekly podcast where we talk about Destiny, hear the stories of Destiny gamers out there. Way too much more to list here, but I invite you to tune in and listen. We're on all the podcast platforms, and you can just look at the podcast playlist right here in the channel, right down there in the description. I've been Destiny podcasting for over 3 years now, and I'm on a mission to help those newer and returning players out there enjoy this game as much as I have. I have over 3,800 hours played so far, and I want to share my knowledge with you every week. Think of me as your veteran fire team member walking right behind you, giving you some of those little insights into the game. Those little nuggets of info that can make things a little easier playing the game Destiny 2. I'm trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the time Destiny 2 Lightfall arrives in February of next year. And yes, I know, everyone always asks, like and subscribe. But you know what? I'm really hoping to have an impact on new and returning players out there to this great game, Destiny 2. And also in preparation of that fantastic expansion that's coming around very soon. So all I'm asking is help me out. I appreciate it. All right, let's roll. I've been getting some feedback from our community Discord lately. That would be discord.gg/guardingdowncast, shameless plug. And a question I see newer players or returning players ask is, I'm watching these awesome build videos, but I don't see the mods I'm looking for to put them together. Where can I get these? There are numerous places you can get these mods, depending mostly on the mod type you're looking for. There are weapon mods, ghost mods, armor mods, seasonal mods. Yeah, you get my point. This idea came to me, and I thought, why not put a quick video out there to explain where you can start looking for these mods and what they can do for you. So let's get started. And also, as a bonus, I'll mention a few of my favorite mods for PvP and PvE at the end of the video to be looking out for. So stay tuned. Okay, let's start with ghost mods. I just released a new video about what, where, and how ghost mods work for you. I'll leave a link to that video here up top, and I'll put it down in the description below as well. Upon masterworking your ghost, you'll notice that you have some mods already there by default. The remaining mods will be acquired through any world legendary engram drops and opening of chests. Bungie is pretty generous with dropping these early, so just keep playing the game, wherever you go. A quick note here is that your activity ghost mods, like for instance Greater Core Harvest for Crucible, you'll need to open these in the respective legendary engrams from the playlist vendors themselves. In other words, the Crucible, the Vanguard, and Gambit vendors, if you want to get those. The more you play in these playlists, the more engrams will drop, so jump in. Now we have weapon mods. These are mods that affect the behavior of your weapons. There are only two ways you can get these weapon mods, and that's by number one, checking in with Banshee, the gunsmith in the tower, the guy who has a Telesto in his hand. He has an assortment of weapon mods in his inventory every Destiny 2 reset day, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time as of the recording of this video. It does fall back to 12 p.m. Eastern in Standard Daylight Time. Oh man, just leave Daylight Savings Time, right? Okay, I'm off track. The number two way of getting weapon mods, these mods will drop from ranking up the gunsmith packages. Even more reason to grab those daily weapon bounties, as you now get plus 50 gunsmith rep per completed bounty, and that's 4 dailies available every day for your character. That equals a total of 600 rep if you have 3 characters. Bungie has enacted a knockout system where you only get the mods that you don't have. You won't ever see repetitive mod drops. You can also get adept versions of some of these mods, but you'll need to play Grandmaster Nightfall Strikes or get flawless Trials of Osiris runs to get a chance at those to drop. And I'll be honest, that's going to take some dedication. Now let's get into armor mods. These are mods that'll take some time to fully collect, and it can be frustrating in acquiring them. Let's first break down armor mods into 5 different forms. First, you have your basic armor mods. These are found on your helmet, arms, chest, and leg armor. These mods can affect your abilities or weapons. These mods have 3 sources to get a drop. Either ranking up gunsmith packages, like I mentioned before, vendor rank up packages, Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit, or you even have a chance if you open any legendary Engram. Next, you have your class item mods. These mods affect your ability recharge rates and finishers. These are also found the same way as armor mods, but one special finisher you can only get from A to 1 in the tower, so keep that in mind. The third type of armor mod is your general mods. These affect only your armor stats, like resilience, mobility, discipline, things like that, for example. Opening legendary Engrams and rank up packages will give you a chance on these. One of the benefits of playing alt accounts is that I can see how long it takes to get these general mods. Our veteran players out there probably just assumed you get them automatically, but you don't. You only get the +5 general armor mods when you start the game, but you still have to get the drops to get the full +10 ones. So get out there, start playing. That's how you'll get these to drop. But from experience, I've gotten the most luck getting these from just opening legendary Engrams. So let's start getting them. The fourth type of armor mod are your combat style mods. These are the most expansive set of mods and originate from prior seasons and are introduced into new seasons. There is really only one place you can get these mods, and that would be good old A to 1 in the tower. It can be very frustrating as you'll have to wait for her daily rotations at every Destiny 2 reset. Some mods may not come back for months. So the best advice I can give you here is to check in with A to 1 every single day and see what she has available. She offers 4 rotating mods every day, and unfortunately this is the only way to get these mods, so make sure to check in daily. These are some of the most powerful mods in the game, so checking in daily with A to 1 will be worth the aggravation. Trust me on this. The last mod types are the legacy and raid mods. These mods only have a benefit when using them in a particular raid. You can only get these mods from raid drops, but they can offer some good advantages when it comes to the mechanics of a raid encounter. So start jumping into these raids to get them. From prior experience, they drop pretty frequently. Okay, if you stuck around to the end of the video, you may be asking yourself, hey Gator, what mods should I start keeping an eye on with A to 1? The first thing I would tell you is all the mods that you don't have. But if you're wanting to jump into PvP, or the Crucible, the ones that are a must for me are to build my armor stats. The first mod you'll want to get is called Powerful Friends. Mobility is a very important armor stat for me, as it can give you better strafe speed while aiming down sights of your weapons. It can also increase your jump height. Even my blink gets a little higher and farther, which, can be great in trying to avoid those shotgunners coming at you. You know what I mean? Powerful Friends, when used with an arc mod in another slot, gives you +20 to your mobility. This is the equivalent of having 2 extra mobility mods in your armor. This is the key to getting those 80 and above tier mobility builds, which is, I think, the sweet spot. The other combat mod I always like to have with me in the Crucible is called High Energy Fire, which when charged with light, a note on that, other mods work to get you that charge of light. When you pick up an Orb of Power, the one I'm thinking of is called Taken Charge. Right here, I'll put it. This mod will give you an increase in damage, and that's can be do or die in the Crucible. Now, when it comes to PvE, there are so many options. But from my perspective, I'm a Void Warlock at heart, and 2 combat mods that are a must when running Void 3.0 are Well of Tenacity, which reduces damage taken from enemies for a short time. Wells, by the way, are these elements that drop when you kill enemies in PvE. They do not work in PvP, by the way. Keep that in mind. And the other PV mod I love is called Font of Might, which does just the opposite. When you grab a well of the same elemental type, it grants you a temporary bonus to weapon damage, as long as it's of the same elemental type. So as you can see, I can reduce the damage done to me and increase my damage output from one elemental well. It can get really powerful. So look for these 4 mods from A to 1, and you'll be well on your way to creating a monster guardian. There's way too much to talk about with these mods, but just know that most of these crazy build videos you're seeing out there on YouTube use a combination of these mods. All of these mods, not just the ones I mentioned, with these new Void, Solar, and Arc 3.0 subclasses out now. Well, as you can see, with the new build crafting in Destiny 2, there are a lot of mods to collect if you want that God tier Guardian. And remember, as you play the game, seasonal mods will unlock and are usually cheaper to slot in your armor than your permanent ones in your collections. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever wondering what mods you still need to acquire and where to find them, just go to your collections tab and select mods, and you will see what you need. And now Bungie has made it even easier to know where to find them within their descriptions. Hopefully this little overview has helped you out when it comes to mods and what they're used for and how to find them. Hey, just a reminder that if you want to learn more about Destiny 2, then listen to our weekly podcast, Guardian Downcast, wherever you get your podcast, or just go to guardiandowncast.com. Hey, thanks for watching the video, and please hit that subscribe button. I know everyone says that, but I really do mean it. My goal is to reach 1,000 new and returning Destiny gamers out there and learning all the subtle things in this game in preparation of the release of Destiny 2 Lightfall, which will be here before you know it. And that release, by the way, is February 28th of next year. So help me out. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other. And later, Guardian.